Welcome to Healthy Frontiers. My name is Dr. Bisogni. I'm a chiropractor. This show is dedicated to the education of our viewers. The topic for tonight is a real great one, hypnotism and health. And my special guest is Bob Pargament. Bob is a certified hypnotist. He is the owner of the Westchester Hypnosis Center here in Mamaroneck, New York. So I'd like to welcome Bob to the show.
Thank you, Dr. Lewis.
Welcome, Bob.
Pleasure to be here.
Bob, why don't you give us a little bit of your background in hypnotism? Great subject. I think it's a subject a lot of people don't know a lot about, and they have false and different ideas. So why don't we just...
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for having me here, Dr. Bisogni.
My pleasure.
So yes, my business is the Westchester Hypnosis Center. I am a certified hypnotist. I have been doing hypnosis for most of my adult life. Actually, about 25 years ago, I first became interested in hypnosis. And about 5 years ago, I opened the Westchester Hypnosis Center to bring my passion, the passion of hypnosis and what it can do for people, both mentally and physically, and even spiritually, to the masses. I just love what I do. Hypnosis is a remarkable modality, helps people in so many different ways, and yet it's grossly misunderstood by most people, unless you've experienced it firsthand professionally.
But it which leads to my first question.
Sure.
Like, what is hypnosis? Exactly.
Great question.
Yeah.
Hypnosis is a naturally occurring state. People think of it as something that is created externally. Somebody does it to you, but really hypnosis is generated from the person being hypnotized themselves. I'm just really a tour guide who is good at bringing people into that state. But it really is a self-generated state of mind, and people naturally experience it, what I call organic trance. What does that mean? Well, when you daydream, for example, you're really in a state of hypnosis. It's the state of mind when you're not really thinking consciously, where your logical mind is not trying to figure certain things out or make plans. That's the role of the conscious mind. It's sort of the program. So when you're not thinking, when you're in the state of deep relaxation, it feels blissful, it feels amazingly good. You're in a state of hypnosis, and we can actually measure it. There's an actual specific brain wave. We're really in the theta state when we're in hypnosis, which would look like this on an EEG, a very, very slow and gentle curve.
So if you took the electrical impulse of the brain, in other words, that EEG, right? Yes.
Exactly. You'd be able to find that you'd find hypnosis in mostly the theta state. It's a state of very, very deep relaxation. It's the state that deep meditators go into, people who practice yoga for years really master, and it feels amazingly soothing and relaxing, and it has wonderful physical benefits as well. Blood pressure comes down. A lot of physical issues sometimes can be softened tremendously. It's a natural analgesic. It's a natural anesthetic, and it has amazing benefits in that regard.
Okay, great. And do you have to use a pendulum, or we'll get to a question about staged hypnosis, but how do you put someone under?
You can use a pendulum. There are people who actually use it. I mean, you can really hypnotize anybody in any one of 1,000 different ways using 1,000 different items. I could hold up a ballpoint pen, and it could work just as well along with some other techniques that I would use. But the way that I do it is basically just talking to people, what I call a progressive relaxation. They just listen to my voice, and I basically bring them into this very, very wonderful state of relaxation, and very gently they go into hypnosis, and it feels amazing. People always say that. It's the most relaxed feeling that they've ever known.
A lot of people thinking about hypnosis right now as we're talking to the audience, right? And they're thinking, oh yeah, we go on stage, I'm in Vegas, somebody calls me up on the stage. Talk to me about that type of hypnosis versus the medical and the healthful type of hypnosis, weight loss and stuff. Just compare.
Sure. Well, that's where the confusion comes in. People the average person knows hypnosis from the most dramatic manifestation of hypnosis, which would be stage hypnosis, or Hollywood hypnosis, as we call it. And people see in that form of hypnosis people acting silly, quacking like ducks, barking like dogs, clucking like chickens. I'm always asked if I can make people do that.
Yes.
And I guess I could, but I don't do stage hypnosis. People are truly hypnotized in that context, but they're acting silly because they're going up with the foreknowledge that they're going to act silly. Right. They've already adjusted their thought process to say, I know what stage hypnosis is, and when I'm up on stage, I'm going to be asked to do something silly. But so they do become hypnotized, and they do participate in the silliness of it, but that is just entertainment hypnosis. Sure. For a long time, we've understood the more therapeutic benefits of hypnosis. I'm not a therapist, but hypnosis really does have tremendous benefits in terms of helping people overcome fears, to quit smoking, to lose weight, to do a whole host of things that are just absolutely amazing.